Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. When I was still a Christian, they taught us that Satan was an angel and he disobeyed God. That is why they sent him away from heaven to earth. But this is what I've got in the Islamic religion with clear proof from the Holy Quran. We ask Allah Jalla Jalaluhu to guide and bless us all. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu shows us that Iblis, the jinns, were created from fire. Islam shows us that jinns were created from fire. The jinns are the devils. They were created from smokeless fire. Human beings were created from soil. That is Adam alayhi salam. He originated from soil, from clay soil. Then angels were created from light. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu tells us in Surah Ar-Rahman, it is chapter 55, verse 11. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu in verse 15 and 14, verse 14 and 15 in chapter 55, that is Surah Ar-Rahman. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجان من مارج من نار. خلق الإنسان, he created human beings, he created man من صلصال كالفخار, from clay, from the pottery clay. وَخَلَقَ الْجَانَّ مِن مَّارِجٍ مِّن نَارٍ, and he created jinns from smokeless fire. He created the devils from smokeless fire. So the jinns were created from fire. Jinns were created before the creation of mankind. They stayed in this world. They ended up disobeying Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Then Allah sent angels to destroy them. When angels reached, they found the young jinn, and that jinn, his name was Iblis. His name is Iblis. They found him busy worshipping Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, yet they had come to destroy disbelievers. They requested Allah Jalla Jalaluhu to accept them, lift up Iblis and take him and stay together with him. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu accepted, because angels only do things on the command of Allah. لا يعصون الله ما أمرهم, they don't disobey Allah in whatever He has ordered them. ويفعلون ما يؤمرون, they just do directly what Allah Jalla Jalaluhu tells them to do. So in that process, they ended up starting to stay together with Iblis. When Iblis had come from the jinn, he is now in heaven staying with the angels, but not an angel. So Allah accepted them, telling them that for me I know what you don't know. After some time, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu reached the time of creating Adam alayhi salam. That is the origin of mankind. He now tells us in this surah, in Surah Al-A'raf, in chapter 7, that is Surah Al-A'raf, chapter 7, verse 11. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu tells us that وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَاكُمْ ثُمَّ صَوَّرْنَاكُمْ ثُمَّ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ فسجدوا إلا إبليس لم يكن من الساجدين. وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَاكُمْ, indeed we created you. ثُمَّ صَوَّرْنَاكُمْ, and we fashioned you, we designed you, we fashioned you very well. ثُمَّ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ, then we told the angels to prostrate for Adam, to go for sujood for Adam alayhi salam. Then here comes the question, if Allah Jalla Jalaluhu tells angels to prostrate, to go down for sujood for Adam alayhi salam, why is he saying that illa Iblis, except Iblis, and all the angels prostrated down for Adam alayhi salam on the command of Allah, but Iblis refused to prostrate. He refused to bow down, to put his face. He refused to put his face down on the ground in response to Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, what He had ordered. Then this Iblis was given another order for Iblis specifically. At first, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu ordered the angels. He ordered the angels knowing that within the angels, among the angels, there is another creature, and that is Iblis. He ordered as a whole. The order was general, not segregating, not isolating angels only, not leaving out Iblis. Then after Iblis refusing to bow down for Adam alayhi salam, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu ordered Iblis himself directly that Iblis bow down for Adam alayhi salam. Still Iblis insisted. Then Allah Jalla Jalaluhu says that he tells us in the Holy Quran in Surah Al-A'raf that قال ما منعك ألا تسجد إذ أمرتك قال أنا خير منه خلقتني من نار وخلقته من طين. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu questioned Iblis. He asked him, قال, Allah said Jalla Jalaluhu, ما منعك ألا تسجد إذ أمرتك. What pulled you backwards? What made you to remain to remain behind? What made you to fail to put into practice the order? What stopped you from prostrating, from bowing down? What stopped you, Iblis, from going for sujood for Adam when I had brought an order to you? The word is amartuka means when I had ordered you. You meaning you, amartuka refers, it directs to someone being told to do an act, and that person is one, and that person is male. Amartuhum refers to many, but he said, what stopped you? Allah tasjuda idh amartuka. Why didn't you go for sujood idh amartuka when I had ordered you specifically, Iblis? Qala, Iblis replied and said, Ana khairum minhu. I'm better than him. I'm better than Adam. Khalaqatani min narin. You created me from fire. Wa khalaqatahu min tin. And you created Adam min tin, from mud, from soil, from clay. That I'm saying I'm higher than him. He had that pride in his heart. Then he refused to prostrate, to bow down for Adam when Allah Jalla Jalaluhu had ordered him. That one shows that Iblis had a different character from the angels. The angels, their character is La ya'asuna Allah ma amarahum. The angels never disobey Allah when Allah orders anything. وَيَفْعَلُونَ مَا يُؤْمَرُونَ. All angels do directly what they have been ordered to do. So Iblis, since he was a jinn staying within the angels, had the other character. He had the pride in himself. He refused to bow down for Adam alayhi salam. Then another verse which hits the nail on the head, showing us that Iblis, Satan, was, when we say Iblis, we are talking about Satan. Satan was not an angel, he was from the Jinni. When you read in Surah Al-Kahfi, it is Surah number 18, it is chapter number 18. When you go to verse about 50 there, verse 50, if I've not forgotten the verse, it is chapter 18, verse 50. Inshallah, we ask Allah Jalla Jalaluhu to make us, to increase us in our ilm, in our knowledge. In Surah Al-A'raf, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu tells us that وَإِذْ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ فَسَجَدُوا إِلَّا إِبْلِيسَ كَانَ مِنَ الْجِنِّ فَفَسَقَ عَنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّهِ أفتتخذونه وذريته أولياء من دوني وهم لكم عدو بئس للظالمين بدلا. وَإِذْ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ. Remember when we ordered the angels to bow down for Adam. فَسَجَدُوا, they all bowed down, they all went on sujood for Adam. إِلَّا Iblis, except Iblis, he did not prostrate. فَكَانَ مِنَ الْجِنِّ. Allah mentions this directly. فَكَانَ مِنَ الْجِنِّ. Iblis, Satan, was from the jinn. He was not an angel. فَفَسَقَ عَنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّهِ. So by that case he disobeyed the order of his Lord, the order of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, and yet angels, they don't disobey Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. So that is how Iblis started sowing seeds of his own destruction. Many things came after, but due to the interest of time we shall end there. Maybe we may continue from there next time, inshaAllah. Those are the verses which are showing us that Iblis, Satan, is not an angel and was never an angel. He was from the Jinni. He was from among the Jinni. So for us, the Holy Quran gives us direct answers, and it leaves no stone unturned. We get direct answers from Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. The favor we have is that the Quran, the Holy Quran, is not a book written by a human being, but it was revealed by Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala through the holy angel, that is Malaikatul Jibril, to the noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and Allah Jalla Jalaluhu protects it. Nothing can enter it from outside. It cannot be betrayed. So if we get evidence from the Holy Quran, we get real evidence. وَمَنْ أَصْدَقُ مِنَ اللَّهِ قِيلًا. Who can speak the truth more than Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala? So my brothers and sisters, Satan is not an angel, and never has he ever been an angel. He was from the jinn, but he had been taken to stay together with the angels. Then after, he refused to follow what Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala had ordered. That marked the start of the destruction of Satan, Iblis, la'natullahi alayhi, and whoever follows him. We ask Allah Jalla Jalaluhu to protect us from that Satan, to protect us from Iblis and all his plans of driving us astray. We ask Allah Jalla Jalaluhu to guide and bless us all. We ask him to put us among those who listen and put into practice. We ask Allah Jalla Jalaluhu to increase us in his knowledge, in the knowledge of his religion, in the beneficial knowledge. We ask Allah Jalla Jalaluhu to grant us success, to give us the goodness in this worldly life, and hereafter we ask Allah to grant us paradise. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Subhana rabbina rabbil izzati amma yasifuna wa salamun ala al-mursalin. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.